What what's some thing like what's some things you'll change, man? Do you
Like if I had that type of power,
Yeah.
man, like
it can be just in
if
general
I had
all
that
the
type
way.
of power, man, I'd tell them bitches down.
Right.
I'd tell jail down, man. Yeah. I'd tell them bitches down. But that's just, street nigga. I don't feel like jail for nobody. Like not even enemies. I don't feel like that shit for nobody, bro.
Um let's talk a little bit about you know what I'm saying, like the pandemic and shit. You know, being in the pandemic and you know what I'm saying, kinda like going through that, survivor that did you ever catch the virus and shit?
Man, I'm gonna be real. I was in jail when COVID came out. This how much them folks didn't give a fuck about shit. Bro, I've never been tested for corona. Like, still to this day we sitting right here, I ain't never been tested for corona. I just recently got down, set up a doctor's appointment and shit. They said I had to get my identification and shit, so I had to go down to the DMV and get my ID and shit like that. So shit, you feel me? Slide to the doctor, get a physical and shit, check up and shit. Cause they wasn't doing this shit down now, like niggas walking around coughing, sneezing and shit. Most they'll bring a nigga a mask. What the fuck a mask gonna do if this nigga already coughing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What would you say would be like some of the biggest changes? You know what I'm saying? Shit that happened like since you got there and went in and coming home and shit.
The young niggas, bro. The young niggas, like, I was wild as a young nigga.
Yeah.
But it's starting way earlier, like, it's like as it goes, the more earlier they start now, like, yeah, that shit getting wild. Like, I say the young niggas, like,
Yeah, man.
kids, bro.
That shit crazy, man. I definitely say the same thing. We were talking a little bit off camera, man. I was talking about me coaching and shit. And, you know, even just beside that, though, just being around and just seeing the younger generation now, like,
They way more evolved.
it's a totally different breed, man. Like, you know, you go around, everybody throwing pistol, man. Like, everybody.
Yeah.
The 12, the 13, the 11, like, everybody, every single one. And it's just like, man, that shit a little different, man. Just like you said earlier, like, yeah, we were bad and shit, but it just wasn't like that for real.
Yeah, now, like, nowadays, like, if a nigga jump off the porch, it's so easier for this young nigga to run across the Glock. And this bitch got a 50 on it. Like, that shit crazy. Like, I first started just getting into shit like that. It was like high points. SCC Y9s and shit.
Yeah.
Like, and these motherfuckers, like, these young niggas had sticks, AR pistols, and magazine on that motherfucker. Loaded to capacity. This bitch holds 65, 50. And he ain't nothing but 13. He itching to squeeze this bitch type shit. So, yeah, this shit, it's a big change. And then I ain't know my mom just put me on. I ain't nigga, like, people were telling me in jail, but like due to the COVID shit, a motherfucker can walk around skied up anywhere.
Yeah.
I ain't know that shit. People were telling me that shit in jail. I ain't know how serious that shit was.
Yeah, that shit definitely like, you know, me being out here, like, that shit was a thing, like, everybody, that shit became normal, so for a little while, for real, like, you know, a lot of looting and shit was going on, you know, protests were going on at the same time, too, with the murders, you know what I'm saying, police and shit like that, so, nah, I mean, it was a lot going on, it started getting a little crazy, you know, matter of fact, speaking of that shit, did you ever feel like, you know, especially like, you know, man, you hear a lot of shit that news try to have you and feel like a motherfucker with the world wars and pandemics and, you know, police brutality, you know, folks out here riding and shit that was going on in Milwaukee and shit. Did you ever feel like word being in jail, like getting stuck in that bit and shit?
Like, nah, hell no. I ain't never think about no shit like that. Like I learned about the martial law in jail. I ain't just like when they gonna lock everything down or some shit. I was worried about that being in effect.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, it's getting too out of hand, bro. Like, the world gonna come to an end type shit. And folk might come in this bitch and try to throw us back into slavery.
Yeah, man, that raw, man, it's a lot go on.
It's Pop right here. What up, Pop?
Yo, what you got going?
Shit, man, coolin'. Like, right now, we on record. I'm recording right now with, for South Mate TV. We on the interview right now. I'll say what's up, Pop.
What's going on, man? How you doing, bro? How everything going?
Already, man.
Everything going good, man. You know, shit. He just talking to me about like my opinion on certain shit that was going on while nigga locked up and shit. Kind of like the COVID change and shit like that.
Yo,
Like, how you feel? How you feel about this shit? Like, what's the question you just asked me? You were like, did I ever get concerned about getting stuck in jail?
Yeah, like you know, being with the coronavirus going on and shit, and then
A lot of protesting shit going on.
Yeah, it was protesting going on in 2020 last year. You know, with the police brutality. I asked him, did he ever feel, you know, like, let's say if like, you know, Russia was to invade America, like, did you ever feel like you'd get left behind? You know what I mean? You get stuck.
Type shit behind them walls, hell yeah.
No facts, man. You know, because it all revolves around politics, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't nothing but a number, bro. You know what I'm saying? They care nothing about us. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we are menace to society, man. So yo, dealing with all that commotion and turmoil, what's going on between these countries and the coronavirus hitting. I done been a witness to this, man, that the system don't give a fuck about nobody, man. I seen people die, and there was no type of helping hand or anything behind that. So, yo, there's a lot of concern right there, bro.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you on that.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I'm finna get back to the interview, though, Pop. I'm gonna chop it up with you soon as I get done. Like, soon I get done.
All right, then, man. Y'all take care, man.
DG8.
Down good hustle.
Already. Hey, you know, Pop been through that shit. Like I told you, that nigga had 15. Bro only had 15 years, bro. He was on like his 12, 13 year, bro. Nigga tried him. He handled the business. They bailed my nigga out, dog. That shit kind of fucked with a nigga too, though. So I ain't just never had my dad around like that.
For sure, man. He'll come home, man. We gonna speak that positivity, man. He'll come home one day.
Like, yeah, especially me attacking this rap shit. Yeah, I'm gonna put my all into that.
Yeah, man.